Restaurants. Kaoru.
レストラン
So we're looking at, again, service talk, expressions and phrases you'll be asked by Japanese family restaurants. Family restaurants are quite cheap in Japan. Okay, so the first expression you will hear is,
いらっしゃいませ
now this is something you probably already know. I think we've covered it. It just means welcome to our restaurant. Service expression. You'll hear this everywhere in family restaurants, cafes, bars,
ショップ
shops, clothing shops, everywhere. Then you'll be asked the question,
何名様ですか
Nan mei sama desu ka? Nan mei. Mei refers to people. It's actually a counter. Nan mei is asking how many. Even though nan usually means what, in this case, nan mei sama. So mei sama. Nan mei sama. Sama again, to be polite. Desu ka? How many people? And to reply to this, you would just say a number, then mei, followed by des. So if there were 2 of you, you'd say ni mei des. If there were 3 of you, you'd say san mei des. If you're eating alone, you would say
一人です
hitori desu. And then here it comes, the expression of all expressions that will confuse you in Japanese.
喫煙席と禁煙席がございますが
So you should know that gozaimasu ka? It means we have, and it's sort of an incomplete question. Kaoru, let's have a look at this first word.
喫煙席
Kitsuen seki means smoking. Smoking table. Seki, if you look up seki in a dictionary, it'll say seat, but in this case it means table. Kin-en seki means non-smoking. I'm going to tell you how you can remember this. If you take the word kinshi, it means prohibit. Remember the word kinshi, and you take the kin from kinshi, you will find it in this word kin-en seki, which means non-smoking. So when you walk into a restaurant and they suddenly say,
喫煙席と禁煙席がございますが
all you need to say is kin-en seki de if you're a non-smoker. If you're a smoker, then you can say kitsuen seki de.
These days I think staff ask おタバコは吸いになりますか
Okay, so we should
It's
explain
more
that. More common.
clear and
Clear.
yeah.
Or tobacco. So tobacco means cigarettes, and su is the verb to smoke. So that they say otobako wa sui ni
お吸いになりますか
and then you can just say
すいません
suimasen,
すいません
not sumimasen.
吸わないですとか
Or you can just say
はい
hai, as in
if you smoke
if you smoke, hai. If you enter the restaurant and they're asking you these questions, how many people, smoking or non-smoking, if the restaurant is not crowded, they'll say something along the lines of, help yourself to a table. Kaoru.
好きなお席にどうぞ
So skina means like, oseki, a table you like, ni dozo. So this dozo means please help yourself to a table you would like. If the restaurant is crowded and you need to be taken somewhere, they will say,
こちらへどうぞ
this way please, kochira e dozo. So fairly simple stuff. Okay, so you've sat down, you've been given your menus, you've probably been given water, and then the staff approach you to take your order.
ご注文はお決まりですか?
Okay, so you've studied this in the fast food lesson. So it just means, have you decided your order? Okay, so you order. Let's say you order 3 or 4 dishes. Once you've done that, staff will say this.
ご注文を確認いたします。
So 注文, order, 確認 itashimasu. Kakunin is to confirm or check. Itashimasu, this is just a polite version of suru. So they're announcing, I am going to check your order, or I will check your order. And then after they've said this expression, they will repeat your order, word for word. Okay, and this is obviously just a way for them to make sure they've got the right order.
Yes.
But it's funny, you might go to a restaurant and only order 2 things, and they'll still say this and repeat your order.
Sometimes I don't like that manual service.
Jargon, yeah.
Because they say, because they have to say. They don't put the feeling or what, なんていうの、感情がない。
感情がない. So no feeling or... So yeah, it's one of these arguments, is Japanese really polite? The structure of the language is, but is their intent to be polite? So yeah, some staff, you'll see that they're having a bad day, they don't look happy, and they'll just say these expressions with no passion or no real concern for you.
I think you don't really think so, but just make me angry.
Yeah. But yeah, that's because it's very structured and they have to sort of follow a manual. So it's good and bad, I guess, and depends on who's serving you. Okay, so after you've ordered and your order's been confirmed and you sort of wait, when staff bring the first dish to your table, they will say,
お待たせいたしました。
Thank you for waiting. And then as they put down the dish, they'll probably state the name of the dish. So if you ordered curry rice, they'll probably say, お待たせいたしました。
カレーライスです。
And some staff will say it every time they bring over something. And some staff just sort of might say it once when they bring the first dish over. But depends on the day, I guess. Then, if you make a request during the course of your meal, let's say you ask for another plate or you ask for more rice or something, the staff will reply,
かしこまりました。
which is kind of a formal way to say わかりました. And it just means I understand, I've got what you've said. Alright, here's another classic expression that kind of has you confused. They'll bring over the last dish and say,
ご注文は以上でお揃いですか?
So hopefully you can kind of work this out from what we've studied so far. You know, 注文 means order. 以上 means above, or in this case, what you've ordered. で、お揃いですか? This is the one that gets me. 揃い comes from the verb
揃う。
which means to collect or to come together. So staff are actually asking you, have you been given everything you've ordered? Is that everything you've ordered with this last dish? So they're holding a last dish, the last dish in their hand, and they put it on the table and they'll say, ご注文は以上でお揃いですか? They're asking, is this everything you have ordered? And if you say yes, they'll then get the receipt and put it in a receipt holder on the table. And it kind of indicates that you're done. And then you can eat the rest of your meal. So that's all it means. It sounds like a really important question or something. It's just asking, hey, is this everything you've ordered? Then they'll say
ごゆっくりどうぞ
which basically means go slowly, but really means enjoy your meal.
Yes. Take your time.
Take your time. So yukuri, adverb slow, even though there's no verb here. Dozo, please slowly. Please enjoy your meal. Take your time.
I'm not sure if they really think so.
Yes, so another great expression that sounds so polite. And another one,
お下げしてもよろしいですか?
sageru. We're looking at the verb sageru, which is to take away. Yoroshi desu ka? Is it okay if I take this away? Yes?
Yes.
So if it was a plate, they might say, Osara osage shite mo yoroshii desu ka? So don't be overwhelmed with all these expressions, especially when they say it so fast and they look at you. They're just being polite. They're doing their job. They're saying, can I take this? And you say, hai, ii desu yo, or something. Okay, so move on to the listening practice and try to process all these and think about the meaning, and we'll move on to part 2.